Without further haste, let us welcome GCC President Dr. Mary O'Connor with her opening remarks.
Thank you very much for joining us this morning. It's always an interesting or a celebration when the Guam Community College brings together not just our leadership from our government with our governor here, Governor Lulian Guerrero, representative from Senator Chino Munia Barnes, who is also the Vice Chair of Education, Mr. David De La Sola, and Mrs. Therese Camacho from Department of Labor, to bring everyone together to talk about how our collaborative efforts have helped to elevate individuals in our community so that they can contribute to the workforce that is so desperately needed here on Guam. So today we talk about these 10 completers for the CNA boot camp, the Certified Nurse Assistant boot camp. And the college has been very instrumental, I would say, in the past many years when it started to develop its whole nursing program, from CNAs to nurse assistants, to medical assistants, to LPNs, licensed practical nursing, and also our recent associate degree in nursing program that is a two-year licensed nurse. And so those are important developments in our nursing and health occupation programs that help to, again, provide the workforce that we so desperately need. So I'd like to give special recognition to the team of the Continuing Education and Workforce Development, Sean Jose and Rosa Kindi here on the left, and David Kim, where are you? David is also instrumental in helping to develop individuals in our continuing education program. And unfortunately, our director, Denise Mendiola, is not here today. So it is with these individuals that work for the Guam Community College that identify and work with industry in helping to develop these different programs and also to help provide a career pathway so that they can enter employment and they can hopefully come back either into our LPN program or our ADN program, because that would be the next step. That would be the next step for all of you. So don't lose sight of what you've learned here at the Guam Community College. Take it as a stepping stone to the next occupation that you can consider. You've been with us, you've dealt with us, you've worked with our faculty, you've learned to work amongst, together. And now that you see how you can now enter the workforce, we ask you to at least consider the next step. So congratulations to all 10 of you for your commitment to this profession. We all know that many of us here in this room are going to be relying on you at some point. We're all getting up there. We're going to be relying on you and your expertise and your skills to help take care of us. Take care of us. So just Mazi to all of you, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you, Dr. O'Connor. Let us give a warm welcome and warm round of applause for our governor, Mr. Dr.
Thank you very much, Sean. Half a day.
Half a day.
You know, I am always amazed with GCC because GCC is one educational institution that really has a pulse on the community in terms of what is needed out there in the workforce and what can we do to enhance and grow the workforce development campaign that we have here on our island with, of course, the Department of Labor, Dave. And they're very, GCC is so well organized, I think, and they've got the wheels already very much oiled in this boot camp program. You know, you guys don't just teach people to be certified nurse assistants, but that you also do everything in the scheme of labor, shipbuilding, truck driving, plumbing, all sorts of vocational skills that's needed out there in the community to provide services to our people. Of course, nursing is very dear to my heart. As you all know, I'm a nurse by profession, and by the way, I always say I still have my license current in case I get fired from my job. I can always go back to nursing, and nursing is a very noble profession. It's a profession that I think takes an extra unique individual to go into nursing. Because nursing requires the nurturing, the compassion, the caring part of us as individual providers. But it also requires knowledge, skill, information, because you are the person that's going to be with your patients 10, 12 hours a day, 8 to 12 hours a day. And when I first became a nurse, I was very smart because I said to myself, you need to hook up with the certified nurse assistants, because the certified nurse assistants know exactly what's going on with the patient, and you need to be good friends with the certified nurse assistant. I was just a young, 21-year-old that went through 4 years of academic experience and clinic, but the nurse assistants are the experienced people that know everything about the patient. So don't piss off the nurse assistants, because it'll make your life miserable in the hospital. And so I only say this because the profession that you are entering is a profession that has a lot of opportunities in its career path. Like President Okada said, this is the beginning of a journey into nursing, where you can be LPNs, associate degree nurses, get your Bachelor of Science in nursing, your Master's in nursing, your doctorate in nursing, and then you can also run for governor as a nurse. So it's very, I think, a career that is very beneficial, not just to yourself as rewarded and awarded in your inner circles, but also for the community. And so I just want to say congratulations to 10 of you. Mary, Dr. Okada just told me you all passed your certified nurse assistant's license. That's an amazing thing to do. And I don't know if you're already all hired, but I'll tell you, GMH is looking for nurse assistants, and the pay scale there is pretty good. So go out, experience your life as a nurse, and like Mary said, come back to GCC for your ADN, and move on to ULG for your BSN. But again, just want to say thank you for stepping up to the task. We really do need a lot of healthcare providers in our island. We have challenging illnesses. Technology is, I think, on the rise, and we use a lot of advanced technology in the care of our patients now, and you'll be all right there experiencing all of that. Of course, hospital isn't the only one. You can go to public health. You can go to home care nursing, clinic nursing, lots of great opportunities. Just the beginning of a great life for you. So congratulations, and thank you to the moms and the dads and the brothers and the sisters and the aunties and the uncles and the grandparents for supporting such a great group of people that can make a difference in the lives of many of our patients. So Sizus Masi, and best wishes to a success for you.
Up next, we'll have a CNA student, Alexandra Kagiwa, speak about her experiences in the boot camp.
Good morning, everyone. First, I'd like to thank all of you for being here to celebrate this momentous moment with us, To our friends, family, instructors, and all of those who made this day possible, your support has made a difference, and I'm sure that I can speak for all of us when we say that we greatly appreciate each and every one of you. At the start of this journey, we were all on different paths within our lives, some as parents, some working, and others, like myself, freshly out of high school. Some of us didn't know how to take a manual blood pressure or how to safely transfer patients, but within 2 months, we managed to absorb about 50 chapters of information. Weeks of practicing our skills when we knowingly found it very difficult to take each other seriously. A whole bunch of laughter filled the halls as we tried to practice on each other, moving each other from the bed to the wheelchair and back, checking off all 50 skills. It's an opportunity that each of us had seized and led us to this very moment. Healthcare is a very demanding job, and it takes a lot in oneself to pursue this career efficiently and effectively. It is important that we remind ourselves that it is okay to ask for help or to take a break. Becoming a certified nursing assistant isn't just about passing a board exam or completing clinical hours. It's about learning how to care for others with compassion, patience, and dignity. Even when the work is hard and the hours are long, it's about showing up every day with empathy and strength, not just for our patients, but for ourselves as well. Although there were bumps along the way, this boot camp was a great opportunity for those interested in getting into healthcare. Being a certified nursing assistant is just the beginning for most of us, but I'm glad to say that we get to be the hands that comfort, the ears that listen, and the presence that makes someone feel safe and seen. As CNAs, we may not always wear the spotlight, but we are the backbone of care. We are there during the most vulnerable moments of someone's life, and that is a responsibility we carry with pride and honor. To my fellow classmates, I'm proud of each and every one of you. Whether you choose to continue in nursing, healthcare, or stay in this vital role, know that what you do matters and that you matter. Thank you and congratulations to this cohort.
Thank you, Ms. Kagiwa. Up next, another CNA student, Mr. Henry Cochran.
Off a day. I wanted to start with some recognitions. First, of my Diego Campos family in the back there, who have supported me from the beginning. Second, of our excellent instructors during this program, Ms. Larissa Malagrito, Ms. Barbara Monkness, Ms. Carly Webb, and Ms. Marissa Roth. Each of them helped welcome us into the field of nursing assistants and pass down their collective wisdom and practical skill in one of the most demanding professions of the modern healthcare industry. Without their instruction, we would not possess the critical thinking or technical awareness that is now guiding our practice. Most of us over at GRMC. I also wanted to recognize everyone who couldn't be here today. While there's 10 of us here being celebrated, we started out with nearly 20 students in our boot camp, but only half of us are now here. The 2-month boot camp was a demanding experience for all of us, requiring laborious intellectual discipline and practical coursework, while balancing life's other responsibilities and precious moments. In front of me are some of the brightest students, classmates, and friends that I've been fortunate enough to meet and go through this boot camp with. But this picture would be incomplete without recognizing the others who also worked extremely hard during this boot camp, pulled all-nighters just to remember all the little details of a nearly 1,000-page textbook, but it couldn't be here with us today. The boot camp last summer taught me more than just technical skill, but gave me greater insight into just how fragile human life is. I witnessed firsthand how the thoughtful words of a nurse could help ease a patient's anxiety and soothe distressed families. I could see in my patient's eyes the relief and happiness that arose just from sharing this simple conversation with me. As I assisted with activities of daily living, I could see the joy growing from within them, often from something as simple as a change of environment or small acts of kindness and dignity. I learned that words are some of the most powerful tools we have for healing, but what I also saw is how they can lead to disconnection between patients and between healthcare workers, most often through language violence. If violence is something that causes hurt or harm, then much of how we communicate can be thought of as a form of violence. Patients come seeking care, comfort, and compassion, but violence in any form shatters that trust and leaves wounds that may never heal. Often it comes in the form of a cruel remark from a caregiver, the dismissive tone, the slur whispered just loud enough to sting. It's discrimination wrapped in false words of hope, often words that deny the reality of disability for what it is, disabling. Scars aren't just physical, they're etched into our nervous systems, the mind and the soul, and they can amplify fear, pain, and vulnerability. Illness isn't just a medical condition we read about on an endorsement card. It is also full of personal and subjective experiences that we need to listen to and understand with empathy and curiosity. It is too easy to deny the needs of patients sometimes, often by claiming that we have some special insight into their motivations and the internal experiences of their bodies better than they do themselves. Often it looks like projecting our own workplace frustrations and anxieties onto others, which ends up disconnecting us from the dignity of the people we're trying to help, our team members and even ourselves. Patients rightfully expect the care and services of modern healthcare, but language that causes harm and prevents connection by fear, guilt, shame, disrespect, or using manipulative language prevents us from focusing on the genuine human needs and feelings that are alive in the moment. The cost is patients who leave feeling broken, too afraid to return even when they need help. Healthcare workers pushed to their limits, carrying the weight of their own and their patients' suffering until their spirits are exhausted. It is an assault on human dignity and a betrayal of healing. How a society thinks about, talks about, treats, and cares for its most vulnerable populations is a good indicator of its spiritual health. And as the next shift comes, I hope we don't fall into the trap of becoming disconnected from ourselves and the underlying needs of patients. I hope we work diligently to create a culture of care, compassion, and empathy for the future of healthcare. And I hope we remember the inherent dignity within every human being that we encounter. Most of us here intend to further our nursing education and careers, aiming at either GCC or UOG's nursing programs. The experience of working as nursing assistants will undoubtedly help us as we continue on our journeys. This program made me resolute in my decision to want to be a nurse, to provide more of that genuine quality of human care and connection, to enter a field that bridges medical expertise with the art of human empathy. It made me want to embrace the daily challenges and opportunities for learning and growth that make the dedication to the service of human health meaningful, one that can make all the difference in our small island community. Thank you.
We can have Governor Youngro, the President, Ms. Reno, Edie, and Director, please come up and give out the certificates to our students. Mr. J.C. Renzo Cadet. Ms. Trisha Katakutan. Ms. Alexandra. Mr. Henry Cochran. Jasmine Harris. Ms. Laura Sotomayor. Ms. Ashley Kwan. Thank you. Now we can get everyone up to take a picture for the media. Students, please, bring some chairs with you.